Alright guys, welcome to another beer review, and evidently I don't have a bottle opener to hand and I don't have a lighter to hand, so you'll just have to bear with me 1 second as I find one on the floor exposed like that. Anyway, so we're going over to Germany again for some craft beer action, and once again exploring the creative experimental world of Sebastian from Freigeist Bierkultur with a three-way collaboration. So this is Germany, Russia and the Netherlands. Excuse me, just gobbled a pork pie, so it's repeating on me slightly. And I picked this beer up from Biretta in Regensburg. Fantastic little bottle shop. It was really good to go back there and caught up for a little bit. Would have been nicer if I had a bit more time, but I caught up with Martin, one of the owners, and yeah, we had a little bit of discussion, and the range has come along nicely. I've already reviewed a few of the beers that I picked up when I was in Germany last, including a couple of really nice IPAs from Blech. What's it called? No, Glech Brut. I think that's the brewery. It's only been like a week since I've drank them as well, so they just like escaped my memory. So yeah, and obviously picked up a couple of Freigeist beers as well as a couple of Yankee and Kraut beers, and then I picked up a Hopperbräu beer as well. I might have picked up another couple, I can't remember. But yeah, so we're having a look at a bottle of the Tropicator, which is a Weizenbock, which is brewed with wheat malt, barley malt, bananas, hops and yeast, clocking in at 8% ABV. So this is brewed by, well, as I said, brewed in collaboration with Freigeist out of Germany and the rest of the world. And then we've got Bottleshare from Russia. And then Four Islands, which is a contract brewery in the Netherlands, if I read that correctly. But I think the person involved, or who might have used, I don't know, because it was actually brewed in Germany at the Foreman Brauerei, which I've had a few beers contract brewed there, I think. But yeah, Four Islands seems to be headed by a Brazilian guy, judging off the back of the label. A little bit of a blurb. What does a German, a Russian and a Brazilian all together in a brewery mean? We don't know. It's either, but this beer is a clue. So yeah, an 8% Weizenbock with cool artwork, hand-drawn with a nice hand holding a banana, but of course I can't get good light because I've gone for dramatic facial lighting. Dramatic facial lighting. Quite questionable choice of words there. So yeah, the label, oh, hang on a minute. Oh, there you go. If you just have a look under there, really nice illustration. Not too sure who's designed it, but oh well. And there's the Freigeist Bierkultur bottle cap. I need to get hold of a hoodie or a t-shirt with that logo. I love Freigeist's artwork. Now I'm going to be a little bit careful because I have had history with some of the Sebastian's beers that have gushed everywhere. But yeah, let's get this open and see what we get. The last one that I had was like sort of a hemp double IPA that he brewed in America with, I can't remember who, but it's like a big 750 milliliter bottle and it actually like smelt of weed. So let's see what we get with this one. Now, you all know that I love, you know, Bock beers and Doppelbock beers. Not the biggest fan of wheat beers, but I do enjoy a good Weizenbock. Sort of along the lines of what you'd get from Schneiderweiser, that sort of stuff. The Assambock and the no, Assambock is Weltenberger Kloster, just normal Doppelbock, which I can't believe I didn't pick up any bottles while I was in Germany. But also, what are they called? The beer called Aventinus. Yeah, there we go. And of course the Aventinus Icebock and some other variants. But yeah, I like that sort of thing. But anyway, beer in the glass then, and yeah, that is murky. It's like you've poured gloop into a glass. It's turbid, it's murky. If that was an IPA, you know, that would get the Haze Bros absolutely jizzing in their pants. But yeah, that is a thick, creamy, almost custardy looking Weizenbock there with just a lining of a nice white head. But yeah, it's got that sort of peach compote look to it. But yeah, it definitely looks like a conserve of some sort. So let's see what we get on the nose. And I got a big whiff of banana then. Oh, there we go. Banana milkshake as well. Keep it in line with the fact that bananas are used. And it smells like banana milkshake. That is absolutely mental. It smells like banana milkshake, banana milk. Freshly, squashed bananas when you're making a banana bread. Which is something I've not made for a while. And I do need to make banana bread. But yeah, a little bit of a musky, hay-like character coming through. But yeah, it's all about the sweetness of that banana. Nice and sweet as well. But yeah, that's smell absolutely mental. No hint of that 8% ABV at all. And there is a little bit of wheatiness there, but it's all about the banana. It really, really is. So, let's give it a taste. Prost. And it's massive, massive banana character. Oh, do you know what it reminds me of? Sliced bananas in milk with a little bit of sugar sprinkled on top. It's got a nice milky mouthfeel. It looks a lot heavier than it actually is in terms of that mouthfeel, but it's not light at all. It is like banana milk. A little bit of spiciness there. It's a very subtle hint of clove. Very wheaty as well. You do taste that Weizenbock element to it, so it's not just, banana, banana, banana. It's banana, banana, I would say. Almost like what banana juice would taste like. But yeah, you get that musky, earthy, herbal character towards the back end. Very subtle bitterness. And the great thing is, even though it's got strong banana flavour, it's not too rich. It's not too heavy on the gut or the palate. It's actually, for an 8% beer, drinking so easily. I've had a few beers that have had banana in there before. I think I had like an Imperial Stout by Siren that's had bananas put in the mix. Of course, the banana bread beer from... I can't remember who that's by. Wells Brewery, I think it was. The same people who do your sticky toffee pudding ale. But yeah. This is definitely not what I was expecting it to be. And it's actually really refreshing. Now, that's not something you usually associate with bananas. Or at least I don't. Because banana milk and banana milkshake are quite heavy. Although, do you know what I'm really in the mood for now? A McDonald's banana milkshake. Or just getting like a nice carton of banana milk. You can buy banana milk, can't you? Or have I just made that up? I don't know. I don't know where my head is at the moment, but yeah, this is insane. It really, really is. But it's not like gimmicky. It works beautifully. It's actually really nice and robust, flavourful. And yeah, there's even I was going to say bountiful, which leads me on to, it's got like a little bit of flaked coconut in there as well. Yeah, definitely. And that sweetness is just bang on. It doesn't get too much, doesn't overpower. Yeah, it's weird how insane and banana forward it is, but how refined it is as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, you do get the hints that it is a beer. But I don't know, I don't think I'd automatically think it was a Weizenbock. But now I'm thinking that there's like a little lingering flavour on the back end, which is completely contradicting what I've just said. Yeah, it's amazing how complex this is. It's definitely something that I have never had before. And it's really unique. And it's just, if you've had a lot of beers that have been brewed either solely by Sebastian from Freigeist Bierkultur or collaborations, then you'll know that you're not just gonna get 9 times out of 10 just like a straightforward lager, straightforward IPA, straightforward wheat beer, straightforward this, straightforward that. Although you can do, because he has produced some really nice fruity IPAs and stuff like that. But it just reeks of him in the best way possible. And I actually really, really like that. That's really good. And it's nice chilled down as well. So yeah, in terms of a rating then for Tropicator, I can't objectively review this because I've got really nothing to compare it to. So just solely on enjoyment factor, I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. Very, very unique. Very unique, and it works beautifully. So if you've tried this one, then let me know your thoughts, opinions. Are you a fan of the Weizenbock style? I'd love to hear your thoughts. So what's some of your favourite beers that have had bananas in the brewing process? If you've tried anything from Sebastian at Freigeist or Four Islands or Bottleshare, then I'd love to hear your thoughts, opinions and recommendations. I just wish we could get a lot more Freigeist Bierkultur beers here in the UK, because he's screaming, to have. I don't think he's literally is, because I think he's way too busy, going to the most weird and wonderful corners of the world and brewing with some really fringe sort of breweries, as well as the big ones in the US and that sort of stuff. So schedule probably wouldn't allow him to, but yeah, I'd love to see a tap takeover at the likes of Northern Monk. Maybe where else do they do really good tap takeovers? Cafe Beermoth. Cafe Beermoth is screaming to have, again, don't think they are, literally, but a Freigeist Bierkultur tap takeover at Cafe Beermoth in Manchester. It needs to happen. And why do I have a really obscenely large comb in my hand? I don't know. There's just shit everywhere in this room. Not literal shit. Not literal shit. I will say that. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for this. If you love beer, of course you're going to enjoy this. If you love banana, then this is definitely a banana head's dream. It really, really is. What a unique drinking experience. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Cheers, and you take care. Cheers.